Tonight, New South Wales locked down. Panic buying is breaking out, restaurants and pubs shut down, and schools now closed for home learning. 466 COVID cases, prompting new health orders affecting movement and exercise in every LGA. Mounted police on Bondi Beach in a COVID crackdown like we've never seen. The Premier's message to businesses pushed to the brink. And top four hopes on the line as Manly faces Parramatta in Saturday night football.
This is 9 News with Georgie Garden.
Good evening. The entire state of New South Wales is tonight in lockdown. Every resident across every region now under strict orders to stay at home. There were 466 new COVID cases today. 4 more people have died. And Greater Sydney is about to be hit with the biggest police operation it's ever seen.
On the famous sands of Bondi Beach, police on horseback. These people questioned and told to separate while a beach buggy does its rounds as the city's public health orders tighten their grip.
What we're asking our citizens to do has been the most difficult decision of my life and the most difficult decision our government hopefully will ever have to make. But it's to keep our community safe.
I'm not apologetic. Please don't write and complain to me. The New South Wales Police Force will launch Operation Stay at Home Sunday at midnight.
Police have got new powers and backup. 500 extra Defence Force personnel called up. There will be roadblocks and checkpoints, the riot squad, and 1,400 highway patrol officers switched to COVID duties.
There's a whole range of other health orders that we can use against you.
All of this because with the stroke of a pen, Sydney just got smaller.
I wish we weren't in this situation. I wish things were getting better.
The travel limit is shrinking from 10 kilometres to 5 from Monday. For all of Greater Sydney, shopping, exercise and outdoor recreation must be within your own LGA, no matter the size. Or, if crossing council borders, travel can be no further than 5 kilometres from your home.
I feel what we're imposing on our citizens and I feel the fear.
In the 12 LGAs of concern in the west and southwest, it's still a flat 5 kilometre zone for shopping and exercise. And from Monday, outdoor recreation will be banned. If police find you outside your area, it's a $1,000 fine. But other fines have shot up. $3,000 for breaching the 2-person outdoor exercise rule, $5,000 for lying to a contact tracer or breaking self-isolation rules.
The fines are some of the biggest fines that I've ever seen.
Ridiculous, honestly. We're exercising. I was exercising in this location yesterday. How is it different to today?
I reckon it's ridiculous. Like, people's freedoms are being jeopardised.
If we've got to get tighter restrictions, we need to have tighter restrictions. Otherwise, we'll never get to the end of this.
I think we do need to be a bit more stricter with this lockdown. It's clearly not working too well.
A man and a woman in their 70s from southwest Sydney, a man in his 80s, also from the southwest, and a woman in her 40s from northern Sydney have died. The Delta outbreak, which started in June, has now killed 43 people.
We have to accept that this is the worst situation New South Wales has been in. The Delta strain is diabolical.
From almost 130,000 tests in the past 24 hours, 466 more people were found with the virus. At the very least, 68 of those were in the community, and there are new suburbs on the Premier's watch list.
And I really want people in these communities to take heed. Blacktown, Doonside, Mount Druitt, Merrylands, Guildford and Auburn.
Overnight, 76 new cases in Cumberland. Canterbury Bankstown has 63. There are 59 new infections in the Penrith area, 29 in Liverpool, 27 in Fairfield, in Parramatta, 17 in 24 hours, Bayside 11, Georges River 10, and 6 apiece in Strathfield and Campbelltown. Dubbo, taking in central and northwest areas of the state, had 23 positive tests in the past day.
We're very worried about our Indigenous communities in Western New South Wales.
The numbers in regional New South Wales prompting the Premier to extend the lockdown to the entire state. In the past hour, stay-at-home orders now impact more than 8 million people. Masks are a must outdoors, pubs and restaurants closed, essential retail only allowed to open. From Coffs Harbour to the north, there was a rush to the shops, Ulladulla to the south, and busy queues too. The west, in Bathurst, they raced to grab supplies, and Jindabyne in the snowy mountains. The snap announcement came with just 2.5 hours notice.
I think for some time we thought Australia was different to other parts of the world, but we're not.
And with scenes like this, even home soil seems like a foreign land.
Lizzie Pearl joins me now in the studio. And Lizzie, the lockdown in regional areas came very quickly this afternoon.
It did, Georgie. The Premier met with health experts again this afternoon and was told there are now multiple concerns for the regions outside Greater Sydney. So just over an hour ago, the whole state was put into lockdown. Stay-at-home orders are in place. No visitors, no weddings. Supermarkets, as always, can stay open. So too banks, service stations and essential retail. But the ski fields, Perisher and Thredbo, will be closing. The big thing here, though, is schools. Homeschooling is now in place for all regional areas in New South Wales, in line with Greater Sydney. All of this came rapidly this afternoon. Local mayors and MPs started to put the word out. The official announcement came around 3:30 this afternoon that at 5 p.m, just an hour and a half later, their towns and cities would be locked down. I'm told there are no new regional areas of concern, but with today's daily COVID infections nearing 500, it's clearly a statewide and nationwide crisis. The regional lockdown for now is set for the next 7 days. Georgie?
OK, Lizzie, thank you. Restrictions have been tightened across the city, and doing the wrong thing will now cost you a fortune, with on-the-spot fines soaring by 400%. Kate Creedon explains.